Welcome back to NorCal Disc Golf, your home of disc golf in Northern California. I'm Peter Beckwith, and today we're joined by special guests Scotty, Kile, and Ryan Dickson. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thanks, Pete.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
We're back for the final round of the 2017 Taylor Mountain Ice Bowl. We want to thank our 2017 sponsors, the Cooperage Brewing Company, Bear Republic Brewing Company, and Upper Park Designs. Please use the coupon code to get 5% off on all Upper Park purchases. We want to thank Richard Gustin, Steve Hill, all the event sponsors for running a great event. Played Against Sports was one of the sponsors, along with Underrated and a bunch of other people, so thank you. We also want to shout out to the UFOs Disc Golf Club, all the players that played, and, of course, George Houston.
And here's our featured card. James Proctor, 1,023 rated, currently in a share for the lead at -11. Daniel Burroughs making his video debut, currently rated 940 and is at -6. Dallas Albright, 1,007 rated, also at -6. Our co-leader, Scotty Kile, 993 rated, currently at -11. And Ryan Dickson at 982, currently at -7.
315 feet, and this is the opening hole at Taylor Mountain. And leading it off with a -11 as he birdied the last two holes like he said he was, James Proctor.
Throwing a backhand instead of sidearm.
Yeah, I actually thought he was going to throw another forehand because he threw a great one to end round one, and he comes out with a backhand.
What happened there, Scott?
I tripped on the tee pad. A little step up there.
We almost lost a player there.
That hurt me.
What'd you throw there, Scott?
I threw a culver in. I didn't put it out far enough to the left. The headwind bent it over, but I squeaked through that tree there and gave myself a putt.
And that looks like about the same distance you had for par on round one.
I was happy to make that putt during round one. I was like, man, you don't bogey the very last hole.
And there's Ryan. Ryan, nice thumber.
Yep, just throw a little thumber up there. Get my birdie putt.
And here's Dallas.
Prodigy.
Yeah, so Dallas and Ryan are brand new to the Team Prodigy this year. Congratulations, Ryan, for that.
Thank you.
How do you like Prodigy so far? They seem, pretty good.
I like it a lot. Disc fly really nicely. Have a lot of good grip on them. Love the putters for sure. Still working in a whole bunch of other stuff.
And that was Daniel Burroughs. So this is Daniel Burroughs, I believe, his first tournament under MPO, his first film round, and his first lead card. So all kinds of pressure.
He had some nerves flowing through his body and his mind.
And here's Proctor for birdie. This is usually where I end up, right here from the middle of the tree.
Not an easy location at all for a birdie.
No, this is a tough upshot. And he actually goes past the hole. And here's Burroughs to save par after the rollaway. And
Just laid up.
yeah,
Smart play.
that was a veteran move. And here's Dallas. Let's see if he can get something rolling here. And that looked like it was just short. And here's Scotty for two.
Basket beater! And then I hit the log. The log wasn't there. I'd have rolled past me down the mountain, probably bogeyed. So thank you, log.
So Kenny unfortunately got the roll last round, and you got lucky and didn't get the roll this round.
I was lucky the whole day, to be honest with you. I didn't get the roll away, so.
I think Kenny actually rolled over the log and kept going.
And that's a nice deuce, Ryan.
Thank you.
Nice straddle putt.
Don't roll if you're in the basket.
That's tip number one for all the people that are watching.
Good putt from James. Another great par putt.
Well, it was a big putt because he's not dropping a stroke to you, and so you guys are still tied. But you did run it past the hole pretty good. And you can see all those tap-ins. And this is your tap-in for par. So a birdie for Ryan, the bogey for Burroughs. And here we are at hole number 2, 327 feet downhill. And it plays a lot shorter than it actually is. And here's Ryan to get things going.
Going H1, just trying to get down there for a birdie look, trying to play safe, not go OB.
And you couldn't see where the disc landed, but you're just a little bit left of the basket. And here's Proctor throwing a monster hyzer with the new kelp drop.
Putter. On a putter.
Those are Proctor problems.
Yeah, I'm throwing an opto spark, just hang it out to the right and let the disc on in and hopefully stick by the basket this time instead of getting the 40-foot skip out.
Did you change discs from the first round?
No, I threw the same shot. A little farther right this time, so I didn't hit a rock and skip 40 feet away.
And Dallas with a nice hyzer shot. He just went a little bit shorter. As the first round, he skipped out of bounds. And here's Burroughs throwing a big hyzer, but he lands a little bit short. So we got 5 birdie putts coming up.
You got to commit to running this putt if you're going to run it. If you miss, you can be a long ways down the mountain, even OB.
Would you consider this a death putt?
That putt right there, if you're running it and you miss, it is a death putt.
Here's Proctor for 2, and you can see how far down the hill he actually went.
Footer up the mountain, no problem for Proctor.
10-23 rated player right there.
Just crushing. Huge putt. Takes the lead. And here comes Dallas. Answering with a birdie as his makes a really nice putt. And here's Scotty. So Scotty, this is to tie Proctor and maintain the lead.
Yeah, after watching him drain that, I was like, man, it's going to be a rough day. He keeps making all those putts.
And you got it. That's a great putt.
I answered right back. That was a good putt.
So 3 impressive putts. And here's Ryan, who just went to the left, as mentioned before. And this is for birdie.
The A2 in the basket.
And that's another really nice putt. So 2 birdies in a row for Ryan. And 4 birdies on the score. So Burroughs, the lone par. Otherwise, that would have been a star frame. And there you go. So 12 under for Proctor, 12 under for Kyle. And Dickson just 3 shots off the pace. And here is hole number 3, 243 feet. And this is kind of a tricky shot.
Hill right out in front of you. And it plays to your shot. You have to get the disc up in the air right out of your hand. You can't just throw a normal laser shot or you'll hit right out in front of you.
I just throw it right over all that. Take the biggest gap there is.
And there it is, a really nice thumber for Ryan. So 3 thumbers in a row.
Taylor's a thumber course. As much as Proctor will disagree with me on that.
I've heard you say that about other courses. Do you say that about other courses? Every course is a thumber course?
Most accurate shot is a thumber over a tomahawk.
Yeah, he just coming up, didn't turn his disc over quite enough. I'm throwing my EMAC Truth, slightly beat up, and that part.
That is right under the basket, and that's the truth. Great shot. And Dallas, both times, never quite figured this one out. He went right both times. And when you go right, you're either underneath the tree or you get a roll away, which is going to set up a tough putt. And Burroughs, this is the most common landing area for most people, is where Burroughs was. And a good run at it.
Thought he had it.
Yeah, you can. I muted it, but you can hear everybody, and they all thought it was in the hole. And this is where Dallas went for birdie. And off the basket. And here's Proctor for a birdie.
He hit the basket as well.
Yeah, that's a tough one. And that's 3 in a row for you, Ryan.
Keep that going.
That's a turkey.
That's a turkey. And let's see, here's Burrow. Let's see if he can save a par here.
No problem for Dan.
No, that's a great putt. And look at this shot. This is where Scotty ended up, like 2 feet from the basket. Don't hit your head when you're putting.
No, I was really happy with that drive. I corrected after the first round.
And we have a lead change. So with that putt, Scotty with the 1-shot lead. And there you can see negative 13, a 1-shot lead. And Dickson moves to 10 under, so he's 2 back of Proctor. And we're going into hole number 4, 252 feet uphill. And this is a big hyzer shot.
Yep, all air hyzer. Just hopefully hit the window, getting in at the basket.
Every person on this card has the arm to do this shot. There's an up the middle route, but none of us are going to take that. We're going to take the wide open shot.
Now, inside information, I would take the up the middle route because I'm an AM player. And Brackett had the most beautiful shot that I've pretty much seen on this hole going up the middle on that first video.
My first round, I sawed it off and actually got lucky going through the trees, and I corrected.
And this is a really nice hyzer for you, Scotty. This is going right at it.
I'm stoned about 10 feet away.
And here's Proctor, and Proctor throws a crush. And this is like one of 3 holes he throws his enforcer on. So he doesn't really need to throw big-time drivers.
He probably doesn't even have to throw an enforcer, but that just does the trick for him.
And Dallas with a really nice pure line here. And here's Daniel. And I think Daniel gets just a little bit of a skip there at the end. And here's Proctor for a 2. And this is a big putt. Trying to catch Scotty and maintain pace. And that's just going to go beyond the basket. He never had the height. Just missed it. And Ryan, did you roll down the hill?
I think I hit that tree and it rolled down that way. And when I threw it up, I hit another tree branch and it sent me back down the little Taylor roller.
There goes the disc, and that is the infamous Taylor roller. But, if, be happy you were not in Napa, because that would have been an 80-foot roll away.
Lucky there was a rock right there, or it would have been an 80-foot roll away.
Easy, easy.
Now, for all the people that are watching, we have the Vintage Cup coming up. So if you're not signed up, that's a great event in Napa. So make sure you sign up.
Right now, I asked them if I'm outside the circle. They gave it to me. It was close.
So after 3 straight birdies, this is a pretty big putt for par.
There's a low-hanging branch you can't see there. It makes this like a laser beam putt.
Get it. Dang.
Nailed it.
That was huge.
Saving 3.
And here is that. Yeah, that was a big play. Here's Dallas, and you can see he had a nice drive. And he just rushed his putt.
Yeah, he didn't set up like he normally did or does. He just kind of stepped up one and then putted. That's not typically. He didn't focus enough on that one.
Never really had a chance. And Burroughs with a nice birdie. That's his first birdie on film.
Dan, we know. Play a lot with Dan, and he's a good player.
There's a tap in for myself.
Yep. Scotty with CTP. And that's your 3rd birdie in a row. I actually got to play with Burroughs at the UFO Pro-Am last year at Bodega Bay. Really nice person. So with that birdie, Scotty opened up a 2-stroke lead over Proctor, so getting a little bit of distance, and Ryan is in 3rd place still. 345-foot par 3 is hole number 5. And
yeah, this is just a blind shot. Throw it out there and hopefully you guessed right. This is only my 3rd time at this course, so the blind holes are giving me a little bit of problem, but I get this one almost inside the circle, I think.
Yeah, what was this? What were you using?
I just threw my Fusion Enforcer. I used it on the previous hole also. It's just a, reliable, stable driver.
Every person on this card can reach this hole, no problem.
That's a nice shot for Burroughs. You can see that's the line. That's where the hole is. And are you going thumber again?
No. I'm throwing a D1. I did this in the first round, too. I didn't put it out high enough or wide enough.
Yeah, you just didn't commit to the shot.
T-pads were scaring me a little bit.
And here's Proctor, who actually switched. He threw a spark in the first round, and then he switched up to a felon for the final round. So he actually did a lot of switching his discs in between rounds, and I'm not sure.
There's a little more headwind on this shot than there was the first round.
And Dallas throws a nice shot, but I believe he's going to end up short. And he couldn't quite figure out the distance on this hole the whole weekend. So, and there's Ryan on the hill. So that's where normally I usually end up.
Dallas is also working with some new discs, so he doesn't, quite
Self yet.
yet.
So Ryan, the secret to this shot is you got to keep it low because of how high you are up and because of the potential skip.
I usually when I park this in the practice round, I threw 3 spike hyzers at it, kind of got it up about where Proctor was with a driver though, and it kind of stuck.
And Proctor just goes past the hole, and here's Dallas for a birdie too.
Sit down. Chained out, just a little left side, and then a roll away.
That's a terrible beat because that was a good putt, and he didn't deserve the roll.
Another basket beater. You don't really see Dallas miss too many putts, so let's see what happens.
And this is for another birdie.
Bang.
4 in a row.
4 in a row. Feeling it.
So that's another stroke on Proctor. That's going to open up the lead to 3. So tables are turning here on the front 9 here at Taylor. And this is another birdie for Daniel. So Daniel back to back.
Yeah, he's calming down. He's starting to relax. He started that, this round off a little shaky. First time being filmed, whatnot. Now he's starting to calm down, play golf.
So Ryan, is that for par? That's a big par save.
Yeah, 25 footer for par.
Push button.
Yeah, a couple big par saves to maintain.
So,
Yeah, that's a tough boat. See if he can get those back. And then there you go. So Scotty moves to negative 15 and a birdie for Burroughs. So Daniel right behind Albright and Dickson. And here we go on hole number 6, 219 feet. And this is what I like to call birdie corner. So a lot of open shots. These are must-get birdies. What do you guys think?
Yeah, this is a pretty simple hole. Just, lots of air out there. Just throw your disc out there and let it hyzer back into the basket. I threw out Opto Spark both rounds and pretty much landed in the same spot. I'm happy with that.
Just something overstable you're going to throw out over the trees, take the risk out of the shot, throw it over, make sure it comes back, take your birdie putt.
Now, both of these rounds, we actually did not see a Mando through the tight gap in the middle. So it is the hyzer play. But there is a route through the middle. It's just a little bit more technical.
Throw an F2 and put it out over the trees and just let it come back.
Is that what you just switched to?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to play this shot just as far to the right as I could throw it, and then just, flat and let the disc hyzer back in.
Overthrew that a little too much.
And I'm not sure what Proctor was throwing at, but it looked like a St. Pro.
No, he threw his Moonshine Spark. They're beefy, really stable control driver.
Yeah, that's why I thought it was a St. Pro. It was something Moonshine.
Yeah.
He's Proctor is an advocate of the Moonshine plastic. Loves the plastic. And here's Burroughs. Burroughs got caught up a little bit, and he had a little bit of a rollback. So this is for birdie.
Rocking the chain etiquette shirt.
Yep, chain etiquette. I have actually that same shirt. It's awesome. Rich Batista, shout out. And this is for a birdie for Ryan.
Yeah, 35 footer.
On the slope.
I committed myself to birdieing this hole both rounds, no matter what. I said that the day before to Scott when we were practicing.
And bang.
And that's a huge putt. So that's 4. And let's see here. And this is Dallas ended up on both rounds. He ended up pretty close. Those are almost identical drives.
Yeah, he had a really good ace run on this hole right then, and it ended up rolling back to where he's at there.
And there's one that sticks.
Yeah, there's a Dallas that we know.
Yeah, I'm not used to seeing too many missed putts from Dallas. Great putter, great player.
Basket gave Proctor a little love this time because it spit him out in the first round. Spot.
Yeah, the first round spit out was just nasty.
Identical. I think if you watch back on the other film, it was almost in the same spot. And that's another birdie.
5 in a row.
And you're almost at a double turkey. One more. I don't know. We don't really know the technical names if you rattle off like 6 or 7, 8, 9 in a row.
Scotty will probably let you know.
And there you go. So another almost star frame. Daniel, we love you. But that's 2 in a row that he has not contributed.
Hole 7, 240 feet, par 3. There's a Mando left of the telephone pole. You're going to watch a lot of Anheuser shots up to the basket. Scotty, what are you throwing?
I'm throwing my EMAC Truth again. Just get it on a little end. Don't throw too hard, but about 60-70%. Just let it go.
What are you throwing this one, Pete?
So for me, as an AM player, I kind of change it up. I just recently got the pipeline. So if I'm using my Innova plastic, I'm going pipeline or maybe even the leopard. But if I'm going trilogy, then I really actually like the stag on this one because it flips over for me.
I'd recommend a thumber.
That's right through.
That was a beautiful thumber, right? Actually, I've not thrown the thumber on this, but there's Proctor who just kind of leaves one out to the left. That's the second time he hung one out there.
Letting go of it too early, not putting it on good enough fanny line.
Dallas threw this one beautiful. For a moment, I think we all thought that was going into the basket right before it hit the ground.
And that's the line I kind of take. I take a more of a straight line at it versus the big Annie shot.
Dan kind of just threw his straight and didn't get over on it enough.
And this is going to be for birdie 2. And it was a good run, but it just sticks right in the mud right next to the basket. And this is Proctor for his birdie.
Scotty, what do you got there? 25, 30 footer?
30 footer in the mud. It was just nasty right there.
Yeah.
And bang. Go! Go!
And what
Double
is that?
turkey.
Double turkey. You heard
6
it here.
in a row. I was happy to bang that one. That bad footing.
So with the double turkey and another birdie, that is yet another stroke on Proctor.
And Ryan taps in his beautiful drive.
And here's Proctor to save par.
Dallas.
No.
Spit out.
And that was a very unfortunate spit out. And with that, another stroke. So it's now a 5-stroke lead for Kyle, for Scotty, and Dickson with that birdie has now tied Proctor for second place.
What?
We're on to hole 8, 210 feet up the hill. Plays more like 250.
What are you throwing, Scott?
I grabbed my putter. I was a little mad at this hole the first round, so just grabbed my putter. I'm going to throw it hard, make sure I get there this time. And still didn't get there, but closer than I was the first round.
That's a putt.
What are you throwing?
Throwing an H3, 162 grams, super overstable. Not going to let it go too far past the basket, get it out wide, and let it come back. Right about there.
And you executed that very nicely.
And here's the Bumby.
Looks like Dallas is throwing an X1, super, super overstable. And he's got a putt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good shot. Is Burroughs throwing a Firebird right here?
Not 100% sure.
Me neither.
I know Proctor switched to, he went to the putter.
Yeah, he's throwing that caltrop again. Look how high he put it in the air, but he's getting a good chance to go in, and just came in just a little short.
Yeah, that was a massive hyzer.
He's right there, tap in.
And here you are for another birdie.
Another birdie look. These are scary putts if you don't commit to it and chunk it off the rim. It could roll away, but
And
I
you
made
got
it. I made it.
So the putter is on fire.
Yeah,
Right
7 in a row.
Dallas puts in his easy 2.
That's a great putt for Dallas. And here's Proctor.
Proctor puts in his easy 2.
Yeah, Proctor wanted that one back. Gets the birdie back after missing that unfortunate let out on the last hole. Great putt for Burroughs.
Somehow I got CTP on this hole. Hopefully making this putt.
No question.
I don't remember that one.
And Burroughs gets a par. So another 4 birdies, but no star. And here we are, hole number 9, the last hole in this video. 195 feet, and this is just a little Annie shot.
Yeah, I'm just gonna throw my putter on this. Beat up Murphy hard. Hopefully not turn it over too much into a roll, but
I'm throwing a putter as well. Actually, that Proctor gave me. It's beat it nice and perfect.
So what kind of throwing putter is this? Is this different than your putting putters?
Yeah, that's a PA1.
Okay.
yeah, my throwing putter is also different than the one I putt with. The Hard Mercy.
I think Dallas is throwing a PA1 too. Doesn't look like he got his flipped over enough.
And here's Proctor. I think he was throwing a Judge. Could have been a Caltrop.
Dan has a couple Judges that he throws, and they are worked into perfection.
So you can see a couple tough putts coming up here. And there's the basket. It's going to be an uphill shot. And Ryan, you don't have the cleanest of looks here.
I don't have the cleanest of look, but I like to give everything a solid chance, especially going uphill. And I probably shouldn't have given that one a run.
Oh, no.
Oh, tailored.
Well, the barrier saved
Yeah.
you. That's a new addition within the last 8 months. And it saved a lot of rollaways, I will tell you that. And here's Proctor, and he looks like he's going to go over the branch.
It looked like he has either the under the branch or over the branch look, and
Oh, and I don't know why that didn't stay in.
he thought he had it. He just didn't quite have enough juice on it, I don't think.
Yeah, just another flip out and an unfortunate putt for Proctor. And here's Ryan at the barrier with an uphill putt to save par.
This is a hard putt.
He's looking right into the sun, I believe, also.
Yeah, and there's no real high route on this one. You got to fire it right at the basket.
Yeah, so when I'm here a lot actually because I play. This is my home course, and for this putt, I actually go to my knee. So I use a knee putt for this one. And another semi-mini rollaway.
Wow.
Thank God that stopped.
And this is Scotty for another birdie.
Yeah, Fowler.
Dang.
And he's riding the birdie train
Yeah, I'm loving this trend.
at
8 in a
8 in a
row.
row. Yeah, wow.
It's impressive to watch.
And another stroke on the lead.
That's cool how that sun's kind of giving it that look right there.
Yeah.
That's cool looking.
And it's a great putt
And
for Burroughs. So it's a clutch birdie to end the round, or actually not end the round, but end this front 9.
And I'm putting it up at 4, which you don't want to do, and a turn.
So a tough way to end the front 9, and there's Proctor just tapping in. So that is the end of the front 9 holes, and Scotty Kyle has a big lead now at 19 under par.
That's it? 19?
And we're going to go into the back 9. Thank you guys for watching this video. You'll see Taylor Mountain Ice Bowl Round 2 Part 2 coming up. Again, these guys will stay with us to do commentary. Please check us out on Facebook, like and follow us. And you can see we're going to be doing some giveaways, so make sure to check us out. And please subscribe to this channel and like the video. Thank you for watching, and catch the next video.